Hey there, Cosmic Warriors, and welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, my name is Hannah. I am a Western Practical Astrologer. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be talking all about Scorpio relationships. Stay tuned because we are going to get into it. I do feel the need to mention though that I'm not very well today. So if I'm a little bit quieter, if I'm a little bit slower, that is why. Now, before we do get into this, if you are interested in booking a reading with me, you can visit my website, hannahselsewhere.com. There you can also find all of my astrology products. And if you want a new video early, ad-free, plus PDF guides and daily forecasts, then head on over to my Patreon. And of course, I want to take a moment to say thank you so much to my patrons over there for all of your support. As always, I hope you find this video to be helpful. Let's do this. Okay, so the information in this video can be applied to romantic relationships, friendships, parenting, family, and so on. Watch for your rising, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. If any of these planets are in Scorpio in your chart, just see how the information resonates. And do make sure to check out my Aspects in Astrology series for more information on the energy flow between the signs. First up then, we have Scorpio-Scorpio relationships. When you're with other Scorpios, meaning if they have Scorpio planets or if their Scorpio planets fall in your first house, there is a ton of strength and determination present. You subconsciously urge each other to reach new heights. You both can go deep together as you investigate hidden matters. You can get to the heart, to the root of things very quickly. Perhaps you feel seen by other Scorpios, like you don't need to try so hard. However, there can be a bit of a battle of the wills between you. Encouraging each other's self-destructive tendencies is a possibility here. So yes, do be cautious, and of course be cautious of emotional explosions and power plays. Still, you learn from the transformations you experience, and you both respect each other's toughness and resilience. Scorpio-Sagittarius relationships. When you're with Sagittarius, meaning if they have Sagittarius planets or if their Sagittarius planets fall within your second house, you feel inspired to be adventurous and to explore the world around you. Your Sagittarius friend, lover, partner, or colleague will encourage you to see the bigger picture, especially when it comes to financial and security matters. However, tension can arise if Sagittarius is too preachy or self-righteous, or if you're too possessive and suspicious, Scorpio. Sagittarius teaches you the importance of valuing your morals and your beliefs, whilst also being open to change. Sagittarius says, look on the brighter side of things. You do eventually grow into your Sagittarius traits of freedom, optimism, and seeing the best in people later on in life. You come to truly value these qualities. Scorpio-Capricorn relationships. When you're with Capricorn, meaning if they have Capricorn planets or if their Capricorn planets fall within your third house, they drive and motivate you in remarkable ways. You'll enjoy discussing business and or success related subjects together. The types of conversations you have are usually quite respectful and practical. You'll both show a level of seriousness. Perhaps you grew up with Capricorn siblings or cousins, or your school friends had Capricorn placements. However, whilst Capricorn can bring structure to your conversations, it's important not to get stuck in rigid ways of communicating together. Still, Capricorn teaches you the importance of being a communicator and learner with authority. You may grow into your Capricorn traits later in life where you possess a disciplined mind. Scorpio-Aquarius relationships. When you're with Aquarius, meaning if they have Aquarius planets or if their Aquarius planets fall within your fourth house, you might feel unsettled or right at home. It depends on how you perceived your parents growing up. Perhaps one of your parents has Aquarius or had Aquarius placements, or you grew up in a rather detached or surprising or chaotic family. Aquarius encourages you to experiment and to be innovative. There's something quite whimsical Aquarius brings to your emotional world, Scorpio. After all, at your core, you're quick-minded and you're quirky, but you tend to keep these qualities quite private. Aquarius reminds you to tap into your unique soul. Emotional versus intellectual clashes are likely though. Still, Aquarius teaches you the importance of being humanitarian and scientific. Scorpio-Pisces relationships. When you're with Pisces, meaning if they have Pisces planets, or if their Pisces planets fall within your 5th house, you feel romantic, compassionate, and quite sensitive. There's a lot of emotion involved here. You'll trigger each other in highly subconscious ways, but you'll also give one another space to work through any strong emotional waves. Perhaps your romantic/sexual partners have Pisces placements, or you get along really, really well with Pisces types. You can have fun and be spontaneous together. However, whilst Pisces can be dreamy, spiritual, and caring, be cautious of merging too much or losing touch of reality. Be able to separate. Still, however, Pisces teaches you to flow when it comes to your ego, either directly or indirectly. Through Pisces, you come to learn about your inner child dreams. Scorpio-Aries relationships. When you're with Aries, meaning if they have Aries planets or if their Aries planets fall within your 6th house, it's like you can do anything. Aries brings this rush of energy and passion to your everyday life. You tend to be a leader within your chosen occupation, and Aries types will encourage you and push you to go for it, indeed. Maybe people you work with have Aries placements, or your workplace is full of independent and daring people. However, it may also feel like you're being rushed or like you must compete. Still, Aries teaches you to be a boss. Through Aries, you learn to move forward with your efforts and your dedication. You are direct about your way of approaching your routines and your schedules, and you refine your skills of thinking on your feet. Scorpio-Taurus relationships. When you're with Taurus, meaning if they have Taurus planets or if their Taurus planets fall within your 7th house, you feel this strange need to be secure and steady and grounded. It's as if you can pick up on the comforts and the resources Taurus has to offer. You may get into relationships with people who display qualities of sensuality, loyalty, and dependability. Literally Taurus at times. Approaching your relationships in a patient way is also likely, just giving it time. But the stuck in a rut mirror will break at some point because you tend to be much more regenerative than familiar, Scorpio. Taurus may push your buttons, but they can also reflect your own stubborn and possessive behaviors within your partnerships. Through Taurus, you learn to own your qualities of stability and routine. Scorpio-Gemini relationships. So when you're with Gemini, meaning if they have Gemini planets or if their Gemini planets fall within your 8th house, you are presented with the much deeper and darker parts of yourself. The parts of yourself which are restless, fleeting, and scattered, but also the parts of you which are logical, inquisitive, and rather youthful. When you are presented with these qualities from Gemini types, you may try to outsmart the situation or transform through your experience. Gemini encourages you to seek greater flexibility in your life. After all, underneath the surface, Scorpio, you're very curious and multifaceted, but you subconsciously learn to hide these parts of yourself and to instead be very focused and fixated on things. You can be very black and white. Indeed, through Gemini, you learn profound lessons about being lighthearted and more adaptable. Scorpio-Cancer relationships. So when you're with Cancer, meaning if they have Cancer planets or if their Cancer planets fall within your 9th house, you experience emotional support and genuine care. You feel encouraged to stay true to your faith and beliefs. Cancer also gets you considering your world views and to do this in emotional ways, right? So to really explore and to consider your worldviews in emotional ways. You can dive deeper together when it comes to the bigger picture as well. And when you're aligned with your higher self, Scorpio, you are comforting, you're gentle, you're security orientated. Cancer shows up and gets you reflecting upon the whys, right? The whys of life. You also recognize how your philosophies and or your religious views are tied to the past. But do be cautious of coming on strong with your views, because Cancer will most likely feel a certain way about them. Still, Cancer teaches you to become a supportive believer and to share your truth in a sensitive way. Scorpio-Leo relationships. Okay, so when you're with Leo, meaning if they have Leo planets or if their Leo planets fall in your 10th house, you gain so much insight about standing out and making a strong impression. You feel this strong desire to shine and to give the best performance of your life. Perhaps your manager or your boss is a Leo, or you look at them as an expert of some kind. On the other hand, it's likely that too much being the hero from Leo can bother you. You are willing to push boundaries and take names when the time strikes, even if others don't like it. But you also seek a dose of attention within your profession. Still, Leo can be a huge guide in your life. Leo teaches you that you have what it takes to follow your heart, and being front and center can do wonders for your career, right? For you professionally, really. Through Leo, you see the importance of being animated and rather flamboyant. Scorpio-Virgo relationships. When you're with Virgo, meaning if they have Virgo planets or if their Virgo planets fall in your 11th house, you feel like you need to be detailed and thorough about your future aims and hopes, which can be useful or annoying. Virgo reminds you that it's not enough to be strong and powerful. It's also about how you wish to really use that power, or to wield that power with humility and purity. Perhaps you have Virgo friends in your life, or you run into people who are service orientated, or they are correcting within social circles. But you see, Virgo also teaches you about non-conforming ideas when it comes to your services and your work. Indirect or indirect ways, you learn through Virgo that there is no one way to improve, and that refining your skills can be helpful. And if or when you feel Virgo being too nagging or fault finding, you'll either tell them to back off or give them your famous stir. And lastly, Scorpio-Libra relationships. All right, so when you're with Libra, meaning if they have Libra planets or if their Libra planets fall within your 12th house, you can be very observant together. You can both charm each other as well. It's as if Libra picks up on or brings you to a place rather of center and ease. Okay, Libra can support you this way, helping you sort of release a ton of your intensities. There is that release point. Libra will listen and will provide feedback as well when you need it. They will be thoughtful and considerate of your feelings as well. But it is also likely that Libra's 1 foot in, 1 foot out behavior can agitate you at times. It can bother you if or when Libra is too superficial and concerned about appearance. Being overly fixated on something usually doesn't sit well with Libra either, Scorpio. Still, Libra teaches you to work as a team and to restore balance in your life. Through Libra, you discover the parts of yourself which are fair, artistic, and negotiable. Okay then, Cosmic Warriors, so that concludes my video talking all about Scorpio relationships with all 12 signs. Please let me know if you find this video to be helpful. Did you learn something new? I would really appreciate your feedback, and like you, I am always learning. Again, I want to say thank you so much to my patrons over at Patreon for all of your support. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And of course, if you would like to see more videos from myself and you have not yet subscribed, then make sure that you click that subscribe button, and also give this video a like if you do like it today. And I will be back with another video very soon. And again, I do apologize. Just have not felt the best today, but I will get there. Bye.